Hello, everybody. This is Greg29407 with another episode of City Skylines. This is a brand new map we've got. This is it's an island map. It is based on Maui, and it's actually called a Maui Hawaii Vanilla. It's by Speed Tracks DJ. And I've looked at some maps of Maui, and this is a really good approximation of it. We go down here. We have like a volcano over here, which I think lights up at night with some lava and stuff. So it's pretty big on one end of the island. We got nice beaches up here. Got a beach around the backside over here. We got a long beach over here. Another big mountain, possibly another volcano. Looks like there's some kind of runoff down here, possibly, although they got the road and stuff over here. And we have a separate little island over here, which actually has already set up for us. Looks like a water and a sewer plant set up with a couple of turbines to power those up. And if we look at the water that actually connects over to the main island here. In terms of the big middle section in here for building, in terms of entrances into the map, we have, it looks like an entrance here for either for sea and or air. See, there's another one right here, I guess, for by land. I'm not sure if we're going to put a road there or anything. Here we have a highway and rail. Now, I don't really care for this because it is an island, but it's kind of chopped off, so you can get people from outside coming in. I'm not sure if we're going to keep this or we're going to get rid of this. Because if you're going to an island, you should have everyone arriving by boat or by plane. So I'm not sure how we're going to deal with that yet. We'll see. Here's another entrance, I guess ship or air. And let's see as we go along here. Here's another entrance onto the map. Here's our industrial island. I think maybe we'll do something with that. Let's see. A little small beach on this end of it. So maybe we'll have some residences there as well. We have, I don't know if this is both ship and air, but definitely air. There's an airplane coming in there. And then back over this direction. Ship and or air going into our main beach area, it looks like. And there's another one right here. It looks like there's some planes coming in and out there, so that's probably an air as well. So we got these beaches. I've actually brought this beach in a little bit. The beach is nice and wide. There's a little area here with some lighthouses and some old docks. The beach was actually past this little row of trees, and what I did was I went in here and I used this sand, and I actually did my right click to pull it in a little bit, because it seems like that's a lot of land for beach, because I mean that's like several city blocks of beach. I guess we'll have a road along in the sand here, and then our hotels and stuff around here. This is going to be all of our I think we'll put all of our tourist stuff over here. I've downloaded a bunch of hotels that we'll add on here and set this up. Probably have our big international airport over here as well to get our tourists in here. So we'll have maybe a monorail that gets them from the airport into the hotels and restaurants and souvenir shops and those kind of things around here. We also are going to have cruise line ships, so we want to have some cargo, not cargo. On this side, we want to have cruise line ships and stuff like that. We want to build some extra docks for this to protect this. We may actually go ahead and put some canals in here as well, create some kind of outer islands. On this side, I think we'll do some of our cargo stuff. We'll have a bunch of cargo ships. We have a cargo airport over here. I thought about maybe doing some cargo stuff on this little island too. They could bring it over here. Ferry boats as well. Possibly getting from here, well, definitely getting from here over to here. I did look on islands, maps of Maui, and apparently Maui is not the big tourist area. Well, they have tourism, of course, but it's not as big as like Honolulu and stuff with the Diamond Head and those things. But I did see maps where there's like a lot of residents on this side, some touristy stuff here, and then like a road that goes this way. This map comes with this 6-lane highway that goes off the map. Again, the one I'm not too sure about, and then a rail line that goes under the mountain and comes back over here. Again, I'm not quite sure if we're going to keep all this. We'll see. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. I always feel a little overwhelmed when I first start with a new map. It's like I don't know what I'm going to do. I know what I want to do, but I'm not sure how I'm going to go about doing it. Where will these things go? Where will the airports go? How will I set this up? It's very exciting. There's lots of ideas coming in. So this is where we're at for starters. I'm going to bring the beach in a little bit here. I don't want it too wide because, again, if we wanted to lay out a road, how tiny that road would be, I mean, you could have like 3 blocks of businesses in here and still have a beach area for people to walk along. So that seems a little wide. But then again, maybe we just have hotels and resorts and stuff along here. Maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know. We'll play around with it a little bit. I do think the airport right over here makes a lot of sense. It's right off the coast, and I did see that all of the Hawaiian Islands have their airports pretty close to the water. I do like the idea of maybe doing some type of canal off of here and maybe cutting this off and having like an island of resort stuff, or maybe having this go up like this or something. I don't know. Playing around that basic idea. So, all right, let me get to it and start planning this and thinking about what I'm going to do and laying some things out. I do want to, in this particular act, I'm going to go ahead and lay things out in advance. My main infrastructure, rather than just putting in little streets right here and building little neighborhoods and slowly working my way out, which is a way I tend to like to build my maps. A lot of cities, I like to start, the city's right here, and then as the city grows and gets bigger over time, it slowly grows out. In this case, I know what I want to do. I want this to be resorts and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and lay out the main infrastructure, airports and cargo vessels, docks and things. I thought about the idea of maybe putting in a Navy base too. That would be kind of cool. Like over here or something, put in a Navy base. That'd be kind of neat. We're going to have to be protected from the ocean. But just another idea we can come up with. So I will be back when I've come up with a better idea and some better plans and start laying some concrete things out. And we'll be right back. Okay, it's been a little while, and what I've done is worked on the tourist area over here, and I went ahead and did that idea I had of creating a kind of a barrier island type thing. I created a little creek in here, or a river, a tiny river that goes through here that separates the beach from their other area, and kind of meanders up through here and then kind of dead ends. And then I put in a canal to kind of tie that in together. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to have the streets along here. This would be all the touristy areas along here going over this, and some bridges over here to where more of the residents live and that kind of thing. And this would be tourism and everything all along this way. I also went ahead and put in the new Metropolitan Airport, which is a good-sized airport over here. I leveled this land out a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and put in some helicopter stuff, and I'm going to go ahead and set this up so I'm going to have some warehouses around here. So it makes it look more airport-like, parking lots and all this stuff. I'm just kind of placed this right now to get in the right spot. I also put in a little cruise ship port here, a harbor for cruise ships to come in. Passengers come and go outside the city. And but again, this is just very basic. Connect up a road that goes along here. We want to have a road that crosses over into the beach. This is all going to be several blocks, 1, 2, 3, or something like that, of hotels and resorts and things like that. Going over here, bridges connecting over here. I think I'll do a monorail maybe from here up to here and then back over. I'm not sure quite yet how I'm going to do that, but that's the idea for the touristy area. I've been practicing some dock type things with using some keys. I'll probably put some keys along both sides of this little creek. I want you to see what it looked like right now. I did have this originally as all of canals, but it looked kind of fake. So what I think what I'm going to do, I just kind of did this freehand, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put keys along here to say, they came in and took a natural river and a barrier island and then kind of keyed it off. to make it a little bit more habitable and easier for real estate zones. And I'll put like a little area around here that kind of protects the ships over here. And so we'll get that part done first, and then we'll just start worrying about the roads and everything. And down here we'll do our cargo stuff. And I'm still undecided about the highway and the rail. We'll worry about that a little bit later. I'm not going to zone anything for quite a while yet. I want to get everything looking just right. And yeah, so we'll go from there. So I'm going to put this a hold while we do a little bit more work. Okay, I've been keying this little creek I built. And got it looking pretty good. I got a few little spots where it's kind of sticking up where it's not quite deep enough. I got it all keyed up. And what I've also done, I put a little key down here, and I raised the land over here to look like a little outlet. I'm going to put some rocks in here. Try and give it more of a natural look. Let's see what we can do here to try and clean this up a little bit. Some big rocks over there. Oops. All right, so it looks a little more like a little natural area. Got our key over here, and then we kind of did a little natural barrier to kind of protect this little dock area from the ocean waves and all that kind of thing. What we'll do is we'll connect the road here and do something to tie it in with the airport road and things like that. What I need to do next is go into here and kind of clean up the edges a little bit. They're a little high. Let's see if we can spot where they're a little high at. Right in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, well, let's take this level here. Bring that down. I got it on single right now. I don't want to do too big of a thing. I don't want it to interfere with what's on the other side of the key. I won't go too crazy too because I don't have a bunch of flooding. So obviously this is very different from what I'm usually doing on my maps, where I just kind of take the land and start drawing roads and things like that. But this is a little bit more of a challenge, a little bit more fun, too, a little different. I try the different things in the game. So this is a natural little river that runs between the barrier island and the mainland of the island. And over time, they've gone ahead and keyed it off. And I think what we'll do is we'll have some boating in here, and maybe a marina if I can fit one in here, and that kind of thing. And a lot of times, like the intercoastal waterways on the East Coast, you have things like this all the time. A lot of barrier islands that they just a lot of fishing down here, that kind of thing. And sometimes these are fresh water flowing into seawater. And you'll have some different types of fishing you can do. Go on the beach side and get saltwater fish, and on the freshwater side, get freshwater fish. I don't know if we're going to go that far in this thing, but it's the same basic idea. I'm going to keep doing this, and I will be back in a few minutes. Okay, I've got that all set up. Now let's go ahead and do our first road set up in here. I want to do a one-way road. to do is connect these roads. So that they're like set a one-way type thing. And we've got to set up some parking lots as well over here. And I went ahead and beautified this a little bit with some bushes and some rocks and some trees and that kind of thing. And let's see, I'm going to have to level this out a little bit, I think. It's a bit of a tight squeeze. Let's get rid of this too. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's level this out a little bit. Just a little. We'll smooth this out here in a few minutes. Okay. And now let's go ahead and get the road in here. Okay, so I can't change the road in front here. That's okay, because I'm going to have the one-way coming this way and then going out that way. Go. Alrighty. Pretty close here. I got a little hill there. There we go. Just go ahead and force it. All right. So then we'll just have a regular road going in here. I want to set this up like it's a really nice area too, so you can kind of drive in and out. And I'm also going to have a monorail going in here too, so I'm going to have to fix that. Got to tie that in with some entry-level roads in for the airport. And then probably across the bay somewhere along here. We can go both ways. Across the little river. So we can have roads going all along here, a couple blocks at least, and then we'll go from there. All right, so I'll be right back. Okay, I've been laying out the roads here, and I have my roads over to the cruise line area, and it ties in with the road from the airport, and it goes over into the into my barrier island where we're going to have all of our hotels and everything else like that. Work on these parking lots, and what we have right now is a new asset, this new version of parking lot roads. Let me show you. I'm going to turn this on, and let me show what we've got here. We have our usual parking lot roads, but then we have this new thing. It's called big parking lots. I've been kind of playing around with it. So what I'm going to do is I have this. Have the different roads you can put in. So I'm going to go ahead and put in this filler line road right here. I'm going to do this borderline road right here. I'll put this in going across here. And then what I'm going to do is go over here and I'm going to place my spaces. Just right here, so just go ahead and place the spaces like this. That border tells me that that's the end of my what I want for my parking lot. So that's pretty cool. It's a little bit different than we've had in the past, and got lots of parking. I can go ahead and put some more parking if we need to. Oh yeah, let me take off Anarchy, so don't forget. There we go. And so we've got that set up. So that's a pretty good setup. I need to put in my my water lines. I need to put in my electrical stuff. There's no real hurry for that yet because I just don't have any people yet here. I don't have any need for that. What I also want to do next time is I need to start looking at the other side. I need to look at my cargo stuff, my cargo ships. What I'm going to do with if I'm going to have a train system, let's take a look at if we have any natural resources here too. Fertile land, so we can do a lot of, I don't know if we're going to be planting any farms up here in the lava pits. A lot of forests, but again, that's up on a hill. I don't think we're going to have any kind of industry on this particular map. Look like there's ore up here. Oh, lots of ore. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a little hard to get to. So I think we'll probably skip the industries this time, although I love doing industries, but I think we'll skip them for this. I may change my mind. We'll see. Yeah, actually, I probably will change my mind at some point. There may be some room for doing some kind of farming up here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's very rocky in that area. I'm not sure how fertile that really is, and if we really want to do anything with that. But lots of forestry is palm trees. I don't know. There's some nice forestry in there, though. Anyway, but yeah, the next thing we want to do is we want to look at doing some cargo ships and our cargo airport as well. We'll put that, I think, down here in this general area over here so that we have all the middle section for a lot of residential. I do like the main road coming through here. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to keep it connected to off-land. But I do want to have a main road with a main downtown district for this town, for Aloha Paradise. By the way, I've named the town Aloha Paradise after the short-lived 1981 TV show, which was a poor man's version of the Love Boat. This is a poor man's version of Maui, so I figured it was a good combination. So I think that's going to do it for now. We got a nice little setup here. Done a lot of decent starting work, and that's going to do it. So until next time, this is Greg 29407 saying aloha, and we will see you next time.